my tutorial Civil Talks, and in this video I'm going to explain you what are the physical properties of soil. So without wasting much time, let's start. The first you should know is the constituents of the soil. Friends, soil is a homogeneous mixture. Okay, it is made up of generally three constituents, that is soil particles, water and air. Okay, it is a homogeneous mixture and it always consists of three constituents, that is soil particles, water and air. Remember that always. Now moving further, friends, soil is known as the three-phase system. Why it is known as the three-phase system? Because it consists of three constituents, air, water and soil. Okay, what is phase diagram? Phase diagram basically which is made up of for our convenience and easy understanding of the soil structure. Okay, it is known as the phase diagram. It is made for our easy understanding. Okay, so what is this abbreviation? It is very simple. V for volume. So when we are talking about volume of air, we called it here A. This is known as the volume of air in capital letter. Okay, moving back, when we talk about volume of water, we write it here W. This is known as the volume of water. And when we talk about volume of solid, it is written as Vs, that is called to be as volume of solid. And when we are talking about total volume, it is known as the capital V. Okay. Now friends, you should know what is void. Friends, void is the sum of air plus water. Okay. What is void? Air plus water is known as the void. So when we are talking it, what is this means? Volume VV. It is denoted by VV. V for void, na? So it is denoted by VV. So volume of void is equals to the volume of air plus volume of water. Okay, these are the simple abbreviations you should know. What is void, how it is represented. Now moving further, generally it is called three-phase system. Soil is a three-phase system, but there are two conditions in which it is known as the two-phase system. Now let's discuss what are these two conditions. The first condition is that when the soil is dry. Friends, dry means when there is no water in it. Water is absent. So when the water is absent, there are only two constituents remained. That is why it is known as the two-phase system. I hope it is clear to you. Means there is no water. Water is somehow evaporated and there is no water. Okay. Now the second condition is that when the soil is fully saturated. Saturation means when there is water in it. So as you see, there is water in it. What is absent in it? Air. Air particles are not present. They are submerged in the water. So that's why it is known as a two-phase system. Only in two conditions, when the soil is dry and when the soil is fully saturated. In the dry soil, there is no water, and in the fully saturated soil, there is no air. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Moving further, friends, there are basically 6 major soil properties which you should know. So I write it here simply. The first property is void ratio, which is represented by small e. Also, never confuse between the capital and the small. The void ratio is expressed as small e, and porosity is expressed as small n, and degree of saturation is capital S. Water content by small w, and specific gravity is capital G, and unit weight is denoted by gamma. I will explain each and every term in detail. So let's start. First discuss what is void ratio. You should know, friends, what is void. Void, I'll tell you, air plus water. Okay, now we are talking about void ratio. What is void ratio? First, I'll make a phase diagram so that it's clear to you. It is air, it is water, and it is solid. Now What is void ratio? It is the ratio of weight of void to the weight of solid. Friends, never learn this formula, just understand what is mean by पहले void ratio. Means how much void is present in the solid. Okay, so it is simply the ratio of weight of volume of void to the volume of solid. This is known as the void ratio. Now moving further, the second term comes to us is the porosity, which is also known as the percentage voids. It is denoted by N, and I'll also make a phase diagram. It is the ratio of the volume of void to the total volume. Okay, this is the volume of void to the total volume, and it is also expressed in percentage. Friends, these both are the ratio, so it has no unit. Okay, you know na, it has no units. Okay, I hope void ratio and porosity is clear to you. Void ratio is the ratio of volume of void to the volume of solid. Porosity is the volume of void to the total volume. Now you should know what this value gives. When you calculate void ratio and porosity, it gives the compactness, means how much the soil is dense or loose. If the soil is more dense, then the value of this porosity and the void ratio and the porosity is less. Okay, more the denser the soil, the lesser will be the value of the void ratio and the porosity. I hope it is clear to you, and they both have no unit because they are in ratio. These are the simple concepts you should know, friends. Okay, moving further, that is the third property come to us is the degree of saturation. It is expressed as capital S. Okay, in the formula. Now first you should know what is saturation. Saturation means water. Okay, in this what is saturation? Volume of void, means in the void how much water is present, it is known as the degree of saturation. So this is the formula, weight of water to the weight of void. This is the degree of saturation. And friends, for dry soil, I already tell you in two phase system, dry soil के case में there is no water, so volume of water will be 0. So there is all, when the volume of water, when this is 0, put the value here 0, what do you get? This whole degree of saturation will become to you 0. Okay, when for saturated soil, when the soil is saturated, it is also two phase system, and in this there is no air, so volume of void is equals to volume of water in this case. So there is degree of saturation is 100%. These are the simple concepts, simple key points you should know. Now moving further, water content, it is denoted by W. It is also expressed in percentage. It is also known as moisture content. Never confused when the term comes moisture content. It is also known as water content. Formula of water content, how much water is present in weight of solids. So weight of water to the weight of solid. Simple concepts, simple formulas, and you should know, never confuse between these formulas. Moving further, specific gravity. Friends, specific gravity is the unit weight of solid to the unit weight of the water. Okay, and what is the unit weight of water? You should know, at 4 degrees Celsius, unit weight of water is always 1 degree gram per cc, and in SI unit it is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube, and for convenience we take it as 10 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, this is the specific gravity, and you should know the unit weight of water. It generally asks in exam, a direct question comes, what is the unit weight of water? The students didn't know the answer, but you should memorize that the unit weight of the water is 1 degree gram per cc, and in SI unit it is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. And friends, this is the table where there is a direct specific gravity is given to us. You should learn, friends, you should know the range, the specific gravity of the sand. It is generally asked in interview also. The interviewer asks, what is the specific gravity of sand? The student didn't know the answer. You should know, you should learn this table by heart. Learn this, that the sand specific gravity lies between 2.65 to 2.67, and as organic soil it is between 1 to 2.6260. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Now moving further, unit weight. Unit weight of water I already tell you. Okay, there are simply 5 unit weight, different. Don't confuse between these terms. I am going to clear all of them. First is bulk unit weight. Bulk means, bulk you can understand by whole. Okay, whole. When the bulk comes, you understand the concept whole. So similarly, the formula of the bulk unit weight is gamma is equals to whole weight, matlab means total weight, which is denoted by capital W, and V is the total volume. So total weight divided by the total volume is known as the bulk unit weight, because bulk means whole. Okay, memorize by that, and you will feel, if you write them by 2 to 3 times, you learn these formulas. Okay, you will never confuse between them. Then the dry unit weight. The second comes is dry unit weight. D for dry, that's why we written as gamma D. Okay, gamma D means dry unit weight. When it is dry, then there is no air. Okay, dry there is no water actually. Okay, so weight of solid to the total volume. Weight of solid to the total volume is known as the dry unit weight. Then the coming to next, saturated unit weight, which is denoted by gamma sat. We call it as gamma sat, and this the formula is weight of saturation to the total volume, or when the weight is saturated, when there is degree of saturation is 100%. I already tell you the saturation formula of saturation is volume of water to the volume of void. Okay, when this is 100%, then this gamma sat is calculated. Now moving further, submerged unit weight. Submerged means when the soil is in totally in water, an upward force act, Archimedes principle there, that when a beyond force is act on them and the weight of this soil is reduced, this reduced weight is known as the submerged weight. Okay, never confuse between what is submerged, the weight of submerged is calculated by gamma sat by subtracting 1 minus gamma sat, is known as the submerged weight. Now unit weight of soil solid, it is simple, weight of solid to the weight of volume. I hope these whole terms are clear to you. Now moving further, that's in this video. I hope this is all about this video. I hope you like this video and it clears your all doubt. If still you have any doubt, please comment me in the comment box, and if you are new in my channel, please subscribe and press the like button.